Hello there. Can you hear me? Hello. Shark Bait here. Johnnie Rhodes versus Seth Basler. Kansas City Fighting Alliance.
Lots of experience inside the
Ladies and
Kansas City
gentlemen,
Fighting
bout
Alliance
number
cage in this
9 is
bout.
presented by Sterling Bowl, your full-service bowling center with food and drink off of 24 Highway. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, make some noise for Johnnie Rhodes. And his opponent in the red corner, Seth Basler. Mike England is your referee.
Second pro fight of the evening. Seth
All right, fella, give me
Basler
instructions. Dress
versus
you got any questions,
Johnnie
fella?
Rhodes.
You got any questions? Touch him up right there. God bless you. Come out fight.
Again, a lot of experience in the cage here. Looking for a more competitive contest.
Johnnie Rhodes, an aggressive fighter we've seen in Kansas City Fighting Alliance, once again as an amateur to the pro ranks. This pro fight coming at a lighter weight class at 135 pounds, so expect a lot of quickness and again, two technical fighters.
Good punches landed early by both fighters.
Both fighters looking to be technical. Seth Basler staying right in the pocket, looking to exchange off of Johnnie Rhodes, misses, and he catches him. Both fighters throwing big punches in the pocket, and a lead hook from Basler. And a right hand from Basler. Rhodes counters with the right hand.
Basler looks like he's having a lot of success when he's moving forward,
And
right
a
there.
big punch from Seth Basler. Puts Johnnie Rhodes on his back on the fence. And a big knee from Basler. Rhodes answers with a punch. And another big punch from Basler. Basler opens up with the right hand. Basler's connecting on Rhodes here. He has his back on the fence. He's connected with knees and punches.
Basler landing some big shots.
Basler's calculated. He's not just throwing bombs. He's calculating them and he's setting up.
I like that elbow over the top from Rhodes there. Seemed to back Basler up for a second.
A big right hand from Basler. Rhodes counters off of Basler's right hand with a couple hooks there. He looks to be a little bit shook with an inside leg kick. Basler lands another lead hook. Both fighters staying orthodox here and connecting with big shots.
Lots of volume early on.
Notice the difference in this fight, guys. These guys aren't looking just for the kill. They're looking to establish the range, and then they're looking to kill. A big difference in a high-level mixed martial arts bout like this.
Never like to see that.
Johnnie Rhodes gets, Seth Basler gets 5 minutes to recover here with a low blow, but honestly, this recovery is going to help Johnnie Rhodes. Johnnie Rhodes was the one that was in trouble in these exchanges, in my opinion, and although Seth needs the 5 minutes to recover from Johnny's low blow, Johnnie is benefiting from this. This is one of those things in MMA where you always tell a fighter, you get one warning, so if you're in trouble, well, the option's there. And they touch gloves to finish. Big uppercut from Basler and a jab to follow. Basler working that jab to establish the range. Johnnie Rhodes with a big uppercut.
Basler continues to have success when moving forward. Anytime Rhodes is backpedaling, Basler's landing big shots.
Yeah, and Basler's not just throwing his hands, but we just saw him throw a push kick to the face and a knee. Johnnie Rhodes working the body as he has Basler's back on the fence.
Ooh. Uppercut from hell, just missed by Basler.
A big lead hook here. If you notice, 70% of the strikes these guys throwing are for the kill. Big hooks. Big hooks. Usually we see jabs there, we see leg kicks to establish range. No, these guys are throwing big hooks here. Huge action in Kansas City Fighting Alliance, round number 1 in this professional bantamweight fight. Another hook from Basler and a right hand. You saw the blood splatter across the octagon.
Basler landing at will now.
How tough is Johnnie Rhodes eating Basler's hooks? Eating them like it's nothing. Basler looks to gas a little bit, but he's still game throwing big hooks and an uppercut. And there comes the knee, but he
Basler
slips.
falls down.
This is what MMA is all about. This is what Kansas City Fighting Alliance is all about.
Rhodes looking to capitalize on the momentum here. Good uppercut by Seth Basler. He's throwing that back uppercut a lot more.
I'm a huge fan of Seth Basler here. Working the strikes there. He's working his range. You know, a big knee. A big knee from Basler and a hook. He's looking to finish this fight. Johnny Rhodes is covering up.
Basler momentarily working to the back there. Blood coming from the face of Johnny Rhodes, dripping profusely now.
You know, lots of fighters have big toolboxes, but an experienced fighter comes down to what tools are you going to use in what moments. And Seth Basler has that figured out. He's got lots of tools and he's picking them at the right time. But Johnny Rhodes is turning the tides. He has Basler on the fence. Opens with a big elbow. Elbows are legal in professional men's MMA. Big uppercut from Basler. Now both fighters look to be a little bit fatigued here. Lead elbow from Basler. Another lead elbow. A back elbow. Lead elbow. Back uppercut. Lead hook from Rhodes.
Another lead elbow. Huge fan of the lead elbow in general.
These boys came to fight here, and he's rocked. Johnny Rhodes with a big right hand. Is he tired or is he rocked or is he both?
The volume of Basler certainly slowing down. Johnny Rhodes is pushing forward, almost hitting his second wind.
Johnny Rhodes may be losing this fight technically, but he sure isn't losing it by heart. And a big right hand from Basler. Rhodes walks through it like it's nothing. It's
good
big
takedown
from Basler.
Might have stole the round there.
Maybe. It possibly stole the round. Basler definitely had the bigger punches on the feet, and he just got that takedown. I'm going to give round one to Basler. You know, I'm noticing a couple things from Rhodes. Rhodes is looking to let Basler swing first, and then he's looking to connect afterwards. The thing with Basler is Basler's coming for more than one punch. So when Basler throws that big punch, Rhodes comes to counter, but then Basler's coming with 2, 3, and 4 more left.
Absolutely.
We did notice Basler slow down a little bit. So if Rhodes stays with that game plan, letting Basler throw first and then Rhodes counter second, maybe Basler isn't bringing anything after, which then could leave Rhodes with the door wide open. But we have to see in round number 2 if Rhodes is going to bring that game plan. Who knows what's coming? Great action from round number 1.
Absolutely. Phenomenal second pro fight of the evening, living up to its billing. I think it's going to be a matter of cardio for Seth Basler. He certainly was throwing with a higher volume there in the first round. Johnny Rhodes was kind of weathering the storm and seemed to have caught a second wind. We'll have to see. The cardio of both guys is probably going to be on display more so than anything.
Absolutely. From a full MMA standpoint, I got to give that round to Basler.
Sure.
You know, both fighters, first of all, had heart, had toughness, and are both well in shape. I think Basler did a better job at establishing range and picking the proper shots. Round 1 goes to Basler, but don't get it twisted. This fight is as competitive as it gets going into round number 2.
Now, when you're in there and you're in a competitive fight like this, do you have the wherewithal to think, I won that round or I lost that round, or is it such a fast-paced blur that
the takedowns help you figure that out a little bit, but as far as those big exchange brawls that go on, it's hard to figure out.
Sure.
Big leg kick from Basler. Rhodes once again answers with the right hand. Round number 2, sponsored by Impact Signs and Evan Stratton. Big right hand from Basler.
Looks like Rhodes throwing with more volume here in the early portion of the second round. Basler loves that back uppercut.
Rhodes still game, looking for that back right hook and still keeping Basler's back on the fence. Big punches from Rhodes. Rhodes is turning the tides. Rhodes connects. Basler finishes the takedown.
Well-timed takedown by Basler. He was in trouble.
The story's being told here, ladies and gentlemen. When Basler is the hammer, he is dangerous. But what happens when he's the nail? We'll find out here in round number 2. Basler moves to side control.
Let's see if Basler can work from top here. We didn't see much of the ground activity in the first round.
Johnny Rhodes goes out the back door with that far side underhook, but it looks to get stopped by Basler. Good attempt. And Basler moves the full mount on Rhodes. Basler with a body triangle now locked in on Johnny Rhodes. That's going to work here.
This is our first truly dominant position of the fight right here.
First dominant position of the fight, and the first time that we see these guys actually grappling on the ground. Basler's underneath the neck. He's got a body triangle, and he's fishing underneath that neck. Can he get it?
No.
Johnny Rhodes spikes him to the mat, but Basler's got the choke.
It looks like more of a neck crank right now. I can't tell if that's under. Okay, he's out.
Both fighters are very slutty, and
he's actually back in.
He adjusted the other hand, and it's wrapped
That's
up.
tight.
It's gift wrap Valentine's Day. It's February. He locked it up. Gift wrap choke, and that's all she wrote.
Seth Basler.
What
phenomenal win.
Fantastic fight here at Kansas City Fighting Alliance. Awesome fight. Best fight we've seen of the night.
Without
Best fight
question.
we've seen in a long time.
Without question. A little bit of everything. Seth Basler from start to finish, you mentioned, was winning the striking in round 1. We questioned his long-term cardio, his gas tank, comes out in round 2, gets in a little bit of trouble, secures the takedown, immediately goes to the finish. Great, picture-perfect fight for Seth Basler.
Awesome fight from both guys. You know, both guys showed, honestly, Seth Basler showed attributes that kind of outdid Johnny Rhodes in all areas of the game, but it was super competitive. Johnny Rhodes is game as they come. Seth Basler's got a future in front of him.
Absolutely.
I see on the back of Basler, he has a tat that's Boz, so it might be Basler. Basler, let's call him Badass.
Yeah,
Seth,
we
Badass.
like ya.
Yes, sir. Let's hope to see him back in the Kansas City Fighting
Definitely
Alliance
gained a
cage.
couple of fans here.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout comes to an end at 2 minutes and 5 seconds of the second round. Your winner by tap out via rear naked choke out of the red corner, Seth Basler.